he's a national hero, and he's in every country. Everybody knows about James Bond and Ian Fleming. And I think that the way that the films have been done, I mean, they're so essentially British and done with enormous affection, and I think that people hold that character. I mean, he's very, very much part of the British persona.
¡Policía! ¡Policía, abra la puerta!
I didn't realise quite, although I'd seen all the films, I didn't realise the responsibility I would have until the film came out. And everybody said, oh, hello, a woman in this position, you know. And I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I just was deeply flattered to be asked and had a wonderful time doing it. And Pierce Brosnan and I had our kind of first day together. And it was a great script. And, but it didn't occur to me. I kept thinking about Pierce, really, thinking, gosh, that's some mantle to take over. But I realised then that, of course, it was quite a responsibility to be a woman in that position.
They don't care what we do, they care what we get photographed doing. And how the hell could Bond be so stupid? I give him 00 status and he celebrates by shooting up an embassy. Is the man deranged? And where the hell is he? In the old days, if an agent did something that embarrassing, he'd have the good sense to defect. Christ, I miss the Cold War.
How important was giving 007 a female boss in keeping the films modern and current and relevant?
I think it coincided with the girls not being called Bond girls, but were all Bond women, I think. And so I think that it was a question of, and the casting of Daniel too. He's a very, you know, he's up-to-date, modern, terrific Bond.
How do you compare Pierce to Daniel, or vice versa?
I can't compare them, only that they've both got great senses of humour, and they're both very, in a way, self-deprecating, which is very, very attractive. And having a sense of humour is essential.
Can Bond keep going for another 50 years?
Oh, for me he can. God, he's going to be old, but there we are. He can, I think.
This film, Skyfall, M, of course, plays a significant role in all the movies, but in this one particularly.
It was very exciting, and I had a lot of shooting to do in it. So I had much more to do with Daniel and Javier Bardem.
What was it like playing with Javier?
Charming, absolutely charming.
Anything ever go wrong on set?
I mean, we did a scene once where he's in a glass case, and I had to interrogate him a bit. And there were quite a lot of people in the scene, and we rehearsed the scene, and then everybody's called in to see the scene before it's shot. And so that in they came, and I, unwittingly, had my mobile in my pocket. And we started the scene. The terrible thing is that A, the mobile wasn't off, and B, my ringtone is the Bond theme, and it went off during rehearsal.
Has that ever happened to you?
Black marks.
Has that ever happened to you before?
No brownie points for M, then, I'm afraid.
Do you think that Skyfall will be seen as an appropriate 50th anniversary film for the Bond franchise?
I hope so. I mean, you never know. You never ever know, but I hope so. I would have thought it would be very exciting to see.